YouTube over here. So welcome everybody. And again, when you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. And YouTube, if you're watching and you're watching the replay, just put replay in the comments. And TikTok, if you have to bounce off of here early or you want to go back and watch this again, you can always go back to YouTube and the replay will be available over there. Okay, so thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I'm excited about today's topic. Let me welcome. Happy to have you guys all here. So based off of what you guys said yesterday, okay, I really want to break down a 30-minute live strategy training with you, okay? And why I think lives is an amazing way to build a business. I don't think you need to go live hours and hours a day. I don't believe that. I think if you have the right strategy and you get them inside your automated system, you can just go live like an hour 3 times a week or 5 times a week. So that's what I want to be sharing with you guys today. Okay. Hello, my friend. New Jersey in the house. Welcome. Happy you guys are here. So first of all, I just want to break down a little bit about myself, who I am, and so you guys kind of know why you should listen to me, right? So my name is Michelle O'Neill, and I discovered digital marketing back in September of 2022. Now, prior to that, I was doing network marketing. How many of you in here have ever heard of network marketing? Put a yes in the comments if that is. So I had decided I was done with that industry. I still love the products. I've been taking this product since 2017. So it wasn't the products, it wasn't the people. It was, I didn't like the comp plan. You had to work really hard to make decent money. And my wake up call, y'all get wake up calls in your life, right? Some of you are being laid off at your job right now. Huge wake up call, right? The wake up call for me was they changed the comp plan. And that day, my income dramatically dropped and I wasn't making enough money no longer in network marketing to pay my bills. I had no idea what I was going to do. I was scared. I didn't want to go get a job because I was taking care of my grandchildren as well while my daughter was going back to college and she was also working. So she would have had to quit college if I would have left. So the pressure was on me. How many of you guys have had pressure or maybe a pressure in your life right now that you're just ready to get out of that pressure? Let me know in the comments. See, that was me. So guess what I did? In my spare time, or I would stay up super late at night and I would Google and I would search and I would go down rabbit holes on social media or in Google. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, these people are making money online. Why can't I? I know I have a good work ethic. Why can't I figure it out? And anybody can relate to that. And all of a sudden, guess what? I was more confused. What I thought I knew about digital marketing, you guys, is completely different than what I discovered about digital marketing. And it was quite interesting to me because I actually started looking for remote work, believe that. And then I found out, wow, remote work, you still have to be at your desk at a certain time. And I couldn't make enough money in remote work to replace my income. So I had to make a change. How many of you are in the position where you have to do something different? Well, that was me. And guess what? On September 9th of 2022, I actually discovered this blueprint. And here's the crazy part. You guys want to know how I discovered this? My son we were having the cross country dinner for his team at our house. And I grabbed my phone, I took some pictures and I posted them on Facebook stories. And I laid my phone down, right? Now, disconnect. How weird. Do you guys have sound now? Yay. Do you have sound now? Okay. Okay, good. Hopefully they have sound now. And so it was a complete stranger that made a post on Facebook. Yay, good. Okay, I want you to think about this, you guys. She made a post. It wasn't a video. She made a post about digital marketing, and that post changed my life. A complete stranger had the courage to show up on social media and change my life. Let me share with you what the post said. Said no MLM, so definitely stop my scroll. Said no monthly expenses, definitely stop my scroll. Said the 2-hour workday grabbed my attention because I am with my grandkids all day, right? And I want more time with my family. And said learn the 300 a day blueprint. I calculated, I'm like, wait, 300 a day is 109,000 a year. How? Here's the part that had me going, no way. Said make 100% profit. And I was like, no way. How's that possible? So she didn't have no link like I do. So I sent her a direct message on Facebook. And I said to her, I said, how can you make 100% profit? Like, how does the company make money? She said the thing I needed to hear. She goes, oh, they give us a pre-built website. We just charged a one-time $39. It was $59 back then, by the way, a one-time $59 website fee. I'm like, huh? So I get to keep all the profits. I don't have to share my profits with anyone. She goes, no. I'm like, I'm in. I said, I'm going to get started tomorrow because if I get started tonight, I'm never going to go to bed. And I did. She replied back to my message. She goes, hey, as soon as you get started, I will send you access to the program because she didn't have it automated like I do. I wanted another level of freedom, right? And I literally, she goes, it's our anniversary tomorrow. So if I have a delay of responding to you, just understand why. I'm like, that's okay. I'm going to my son's cross country meet. That was the day my journey in digital marketing started, from a complete stranger that had the courage to make a post. Each and every one of you on here, you wouldn't be listening to me right now if you probably didn't have an online business or want an online business. So let me know in the comments. Put a 1 if you already have a business, you just want to learn how to get more customers. Put a 2 if you don't have an online business yet, but you would love freedom of what an online business gives you. Let me know so I kind of know who my audience is. I am fantastic today, my friend. Thank you so much for asking. Perfect. I got some 1s. I got some 2s. Awesome. And so guys, I'm just sharing with you. I didn't overthink it. I just had the courage to try something new because what I was doing wasn't working. So if what you're doing right now isn't working, you got to make a change. Do you really want to repeat what you did in 2025? Do you want to repeat that in 2026? If the answer is absolutely no, you're in the right place today. Today, I'm going to share with you a live strategy. Now, I got to share this with you. When I launched my business, I was brand new to TikTok in September of 2022. And let me share with you why I chose TikTok. 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I wasn't even on TikTok. And I thought I was too old for TikTok. I thought TikTok was a dancing platform. But when I heard TikTok was interest-based, do you guys know? Hey, good morning, my friend. Do you know what interest-based means? That means the only content you see on TikTok is based off of what you're interested in or what people are interested in. So for example, I'm not interested in a red wagon. So a red wagon would never show up on my For You page. So that was a light bulb moment. It's like Facebook, for example, your friends of your friends will see your post. But TikTok, YouTube is the same way. YouTube is the second largest search engine, right? But I definitely wasn't the mental capacity or confidence to create long form videos on YouTube. So that's why I went all in on TikTok. The other reason why I chose TikTok is I didn't want anybody to know me because I probably feared failure. And I didn't want to get a bunch of DMs from people in network marketing going, what are you doing now? Why are you doing this? Because I was sick and tired of DMs. Okay, because that's all I did in network marketing. And I was like, I want to do digital marketing. I want to learn how I can be the magnet and attract customers to me. So I launched my business on TikTok. I had 0 followers on TikTok, but I knew who my perfect customer was. So you guys, that's the first step in having a successful live and a successful business. Okay. And that is who you help. Okay. This is so important. You cannot help a 22-year-old that is single and he just wants to party and have fun. You cannot help him the same you would a happily married couple that are 55 years old and want to retire in the next 3 years. Two different pieces of content. Does that make sense? Thank you, my friend. Thank you for hanging out on me on YouTube. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Let's do some housekeeping real quick here. We have somebody that's bored in their life. Tell me about their brownies they ate. Oh, can you imagine being that bored? Oh my gosh, cracks me up. Anyway, so who you help is important. So it was easy for me. I was like, I'm going to help moms and never take a calculator to the grocery store again. So I went out there and I just acted like me. I named her Emily, by the way. Okay, I named her Emily. So you guys, if you're struggling creating content or struggling what to say or struggling connecting with people on your content, name them. Every day when I would pick up my phone to create a piece of content, I just acted like me and Emily were just having a conversation. And it made content easy. But I still was terrified to go live. Okay? So I made $7,000 my first month without ever going live. I made $14,000 my second month only on TikTok and a free ad, copy and paste free ad strategy without ever going live. Okay, finally, I stopped being a chicken and I was like, what's the worst thing that could happen to me if I decided to go live? And I started going live the end of November of 2022. Okay. First of all, you had back in 2022, you had to have 1,000 followers to go live. It took me 6 weeks to get 1,000 followers. I still was making money because I knew who I helped and I knew, okay, who you help, what problems do you solve? Okay? Who do you help and what problems do you solve? People will buy from you when they know you have a solution for what they're looking for. That was easy. I'm a mom. I know what problems this blueprint's going to solve. I just did a brain dump and I just wrote down all of the problems I could solve. And I just went out there and shared how I have a solution. And I'm excited to share the solution. It's just like if you see a horse and the horse looks really thirsty and you know there's a huge lake over there and you can get that horse to the lake, it would never be thirsty again. You got the solution. Now you just got to create the strategies to get that horse to the lake. It's no different than anything, right? If you have a child that doesn't like to eat peas and you really want your child to eat peas, it's not that they won't eat the peas. You got to create a strategy to get them to eat the peas. It's to say, hey, my friend, it's the exact same thing in this. So who do you help and what problems do you solve? Now, here's the next thing. When I decided to go live, let me do something real quick. I can't find it. Okay. I was going to show you something. When I decided to go live, I made a commitment to myself just to get 1% better every day. Do you guys realize if you decide to go live and you decide to get 1% better every day, in 100 days, you're 100% better. And then imagine getting 1% better every day. In 200 days, you're 200% better than who you are now. Woo! That's how you change your life. You got to always want to get better. So I was excited when I started going live because I knew nobody was going to listen. I know, crazy, right? Because I was like, man, I just want to get comfortable. I just want to feel the flow of going live. I didn't care about the outcome. I didn't care about people getting on. Matter of fact, you know how bullheaded I was for that? So when you go live, right up here, you can see how many people were on. You guys, I took a sticky tab and I covered it. I didn't care how many people were on. I just cared about me showing up as with a servant heart and just being that hope dealer. Hey, thanks for following me, my friend. And just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you guys see a different perspective. I really do. And so I just showed up every day, okay? And I just wanted to get better. The first live I did, I went live for 5 minutes. I was scared. I was nervous, okay? And then the next day, I was scared. I was nervous. And then the next day, I was scared. I was nervous, but I would only go like 5 minutes and I'd go 10 minutes. It's like right now, if you said to me, Michelle, do 10 push-ups, I probably couldn't. But if I tried every day, soon I will be able to. I looked at that. Hello, my friend. I looked at that as my content. I'm just going to show up every day. Okay. So December 1st of 2022, I made a commitment to go live every single day for 365 days to see the person I could become, to see my growth, to see how many moms and dads and aunts and uncles and grandparents I could change. So that's the first shift you need to make. You go live to get to know your perfect customer better and for you to improve every single day. Just get 1% better every day. Watch what happens. And I would ask myself, like, did I get 1% better today? If the answer is no, I'm like, well, that was a waste of a day. So I'm always trying to improve, right? So I never showed up on a live, which you guys probably know that by now. I don't ever show up on a live to get a customer. I show up on a live to give you hope and to help you see that there is simple ways to make an income online. Because my goodness, I wish I would have discovered this 5 years ago. I would have had way more time with my family and way more money to make way more memories. See, I am not that mom. I am not that grandma that just wants to sit around and watch TV with my family. I'm that mom. I'm that grandma that loves to travel and make insane memories that we will be talking about in 10 years. Because I can promise you, if you only can afford to watch TV with your kids, and in 10 years, you ask your child or your grandchild what that movie was that you watched 10 years ago, they're going to think you're cuckoo. But if you can travel and have the money to make insane memories, guess what? In 10 years, you'll still be talking about that trip, right? So that was me. I was like, I just want to get better. You know, in anything in life, why do you think people go back to college? To get skills, right? To get a higher education. So if you really want to make money in digital marketing, you need to get the skills. You need to get a higher education. And so learning new things can help you earn new income streams. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Yes or no. Does that make sense? Well, my lives, I try to go an hour. I love going an hour in my lives. Now I do, right? It took me a while to get to there, but now I love going live for an hour, but heck, sometimes I might go longer. It just kind of depends on my time. And it just kind of really depends on you guys as well, right? That's it. Okay, you ready for this? Let's talk about the 3 biggest problems that families face. Okay, I want to talk about that before we go live because talk about the live strategy. They don't have enough time. Okay, most of them are not techie, and they don't want to have to bother friends and family to make an income, right? I asked you guys a minute ago, how many of you have been in network marketing before? And a lot of you said, yeah, you've heard of it, right? And so that sleazy way. And I will tell you what, if you try to build a business in DMs, you're trading time for dollars. And I can promise you, matter of fact, let's just do a poll real quick. How many of you want to build a business because you're sitting all day direct message and talking to people? Let me know. Put a me in the comments if that's you. Put a no way in the comments if that's you. See, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to be present with my family. That's why I automated my system. Okay. And if you want to understand what automations are, check it out. dailypaybusiness.com. It's a fully automated system that is no way. Look at all the no ways, right? So here's the thing. Look at all the no ways that are coming across the screen right now. So if you are out there and you're telling people you don't have to direct message, but you're out there direct message, and they're going to be like, you're going to get less people buying from you because they're going to be like, I do not want to have to be in DMs all day. So the strategy I'm sharing with you, you won't have to. I'm going to give you an amazing strategy how you can leverage your time. Okay. But I want you to understand, like, you have to look where your potential customers are. So what problems do you solve? I solved the time problem Okay. I solved the money problem. I solved the no tech problem. Okay. How do I solve the time problem? Because they get an automated system that's working for them 24 hours. I literally show them how to get their income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. How do I solve the money problem? Because they can make 100% profit off of products they didn't even create. Yeah. How's that? Like when I used to sell this, you guys, guess what? I made like 12 bucks. So if I want to make, let me just show you the math. Okay. For all of you logical people out here, you're going to go, oh my gosh. Okay. I think it was either $14 or $12 I made. Okay. I'm going to have to pull it up again, but watch this here. Let me grab a different pen here. So the money problem, 72 customers equals 108,000. Please let me know in the comments how many of you would like to get so good with your marketing that you attracted 72 customers to your business in 2026 and made 100,000. How many of you, let me know in the comments right now, how many of you would love to master that? Because check this out, okay? This, let me just do at, I'm just going to do it at $12. I will, well, you know what? I will share this with you too, Smith. Divided by 12. Okay, so network marketing. Okay, let me just do this. Okay. Network marketing, $12 times 8,333 equals 100K. Do you want to get 8,333 customers to make 6 figures in 2026? Or do you want a simple way to do it and only have to get 72 customers, never have to DM anybody, never have to get on the phone with anybody, never have to friend request people, just learn attraction marketing? Which one, 72 or 8,333? It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer to me. I was like, ooh. I am going, yeah, the simple way. I was like, I am going to master marketing. Do you guys realize every single one of us are a consumer? We consume social media. Many of you have decided to also be a creator, which is the smartest thing you can do if you have an online business. Create content to grab attention of your perfect customers, because guess what? Everybody hangs out on their phone. So if you can grab their attention, you becoming a creator, but so many people are out there posting and praying. How about posting and becoming profitable creator? Okay. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. A simple live strategy that will change everything in your content. Okay. But I need you to really understand the difference. And then no tech problems, because I give them a pre-built system. It looks like this. Okay, so this is what I call a capture page. Okay, this is what I call the thank you page. This is what I call the video page. And this is what I call the follow up and follow through. Okay. Okay, now everything leads back to here. It's your freedom machine. And that's exactly what it's called. It's freely out there working for you 24/7. So what happens here is when somebody goes here, they immediately put their email in. And what I do is I give people free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint. If you want to check it out, go right here. And what happens is that Freedom Formula Blueprint has created 126 six-figure income earners, 26 self-made millionaires in South Africa ran money, and several six-figure earners in Canada. I need to get that exact amount. So I give you free access to that. So you know exactly what we did. You learn all about this automated system. You learn how this is possible, okay? And you learn how this is possible. I give you access for that for free. So somebody gets to check it out. The moment they go here, so they put their email in, they're immediately taken to this video. And they immediately get this video in their email, plus they get the Freedom Formula Blueprint. Between these two videos, it literally answers 99% of questions for my customers or potential customers. So the 1% that has questions, they just email me and I answer their questions. How many of you would like to have a business like that? We live in a digital world. We live in a digital world. So why wouldn't you want to go digital as well? When you order something from Amazon, you don't got to get on the phone with anybody. Matter of fact, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you, if you had to get on the phone with somebody from Amazon to order, would you use Amazon? Yes or no? For me, it's no. I love the fact that I'm like, oh, I need this. I go to Amazon, I type it, I put it in the cart, I click to ship, and in 4 days later, it's on my doorstep. Exactly. Hey, Melissa, thanks for following me, my friend. So you think about it. If you're not providing a frictionless system for your customers as well, you're losing customers. And then so what you're doing is you think you got to work harder to get customers. So you're direct messaging people or you're doing all this stuff that you don't need to do. You need to provide a frictionless experience for other people. And Amazon has mastered that. So why wouldn't we follow somebody that's mastered a simple system? Just made sense to me, right? So this is it. So this is the problems I can solve for my perfect customer. I solved the time problem, that 2-hour workday. I solved the money problem. 72 customers equals $108 or $100,000. No tech problem. I give them a pre-built, done for them system. And you know what's fun? When they get this system, they immediately become an affiliate for that company. So they immediately added another income stream, which this income stream makes me really good money. Simple ways to make money. It's not spending hours and hours and hours on TikTok Shop. Like if you're not doing that, you're not making money. This is why my program is called the Legacy Builders Program. It's to help you leave a legacy. It's not to help you work harder and add all these income streams that don't complement each other, but compete with each other. It's to work smarter and create your value ladder so you can change your generational struggle and create generational wealth. Yeah. Okay. What do you mean it's harder than you say? I haven't gotten it yet. We haven't gotten what yet? And by the way, how you feel, you're always right. Okay. If you think something is hard, you're right. If you think something is fun and easy to learn, you're right. I think TikTok Shop is hard. Like, right? I think being broke is hard. Okay. You got to pick your hard because you're always going to be right. You're just literally always going to be right. Mindset is everything. Absolutely. Trust me, there is not a 6-figure earner. There is not a 7-figure earner that has stinking thinking and limiting beliefs. You do not hear 7-figure earners say things are hard. Okay. You just don't. Yeah. You just don't. Right. And it's so important. Okay. So let's keep on going here. I just wanted to help you see that. So to understand how to be successful at a live, you need to understand what problems you solve. If you don't know what problems you solve, how are you going to create? How are you going to go live? What are you going to talk about? Right? What are you going to talk about? And this is what I love. Hey, Canada in the house. I literally was just talking about Canada. I love it. And there they pop up. I love it so much. And I am so passionate about helping my Canadian family because my goodness, you know, I hear Christine share her story of the cost of living there. I mean, imagine just what if in Canada, you could get 2 customers a month. That's an additional $2,800. That could probably pay for your rent. That's what I love. We try to overcomplicate things. It's really not that complicated. Everything is figure outable. Yes, my friend. Absolutely, it is. So the part that is, and I'm going to simplify all of this for you, okay? And let me just go right here. And I just want to give you the 4-step freedom starter. By the way, you guys, TikTok, I have YouTube over here if you see me going back and forth, right? So the 4-step freedom strategy. Let me know in the comments who wants more freedom in 2026. Let me know in the comments who wants more freedom. Hello, my South Africa family. I love it. You guys, I have to share this with you. I'm a gal in North America that literally discovered this strategy, and I got rid of my stinking thinking. I got rid of my limiting beliefs, and I was like, I am going to learn this. Just like if you wanted to become a dentist, you couldn't just watch YouTube videos and become a dentist tomorrow. You'd have to go back to school. You'd have to get educated, right? So I was like, I'm going to get educated in the digital space. And so I learned these skills, and I just learned how to create content to my perfect customer. And one of my videos got pushed to South Africa. And a gal named Cecilia in South Africa purchased from me. And a gal named Alana in South Africa purchased from me. And now they're both self-made millionaires in South Africa. It created a ripple effect. But did I ever think me in North America would build a global business? And then Wendy from Canada discovered me. And I think she might be made 7 figures in Canadian money. I would really have to check it out. But I'm saying, you guys, that's the power of content. You just never know. Like, you never know. Just go post. Get out of your head, get in your own, have fun. I think a lot of people don't make money because you're not having fun. I have so much fun changing your guys' life. I have so much fun helping you see a different perspective. I really do. And I'm going to have so much fun helping so many families have that extra cash over the holidays so they don't have that guilt. Or they can do extra things so they don't have to look at their bank account when they go Christmas shopping. How many of you would love that? And how much money would you need to make? See, that's what I did. I reverse engineered everything. If I need to make 5,000, how many customers do I need? Now, people that are selling like TikTok shop or trying to do it in UGC or things like that, that's a lot of customers, and that can be overwhelming. But when we're talking $1,400 off of a customer, you don't need a lot of customers to make a big impact. Okay? So I want to talk to you about this because step 1, the freedom strategy. Step 1, you ready for this? You guys ready? Okay. Sell high ticket. Okay. Okay. So now, when I did network marketing, I sold this for $9, still use it. I sold this, I think I made $12. So when I heard of high ticket, I was like, people won't even buy a $9 lip gloss. You think I can sell a high ticket? How many of you have ever felt that way? It was because I didn't know how to market. Trust me, more people need a digital program to learn digital marketing than they do a lip gloss. So when you have a product in high demand, okay? So I sell a $1,400, a $900, a $600, a $300, and a $100. My number 1 and number 2, okay? They each offer a little bit of different educational program. Every single one of them, and here's the value, they come with income streams, but they also come with live interactive training. So yes, you're in business for yourself where you're going to make 100% profit, but you're not in business by yourself because you have live interactive training. Matter of fact, have you guys ever heard of repurpose.io? Have you guys ever heard of that? Let me know in the comments. You felt that one, my friend? Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever heard of repurpose.io. Just a minute. Okay. So this is where I've been very lucky. Like we have the co-founder of repurpose.io coming inside my community and training my community tomorrow. Like that's how I hook you up. That's how I make sure you're taken care of in your business. That's why having an interactive program is absolutely amazing. So if you guys are inside my community, check it out on the calendar, okay? But here's why 100% profit in high ticket is the fastest path for families. Because if you're selling something for $14, how many customers do you need? 100 customers to make 1,400. Which would you rather have? 1 customer to make 1,400 or 100 customers to make 1,400? Then you just need the mentorship to teach you how to do that. Okay? Yeah. No, price didn't go up. I have 900 right here. Yep, still there. I just offer another product that is also a global reach in Spanish and in English. And it unlocks AI, unlocks TikTok shop training, and unlocks other tools and unlocks additional 10 income streams. Yeah. I just added another program because of what's in high demand. This is the one that a lot of people get, like they're coaches or they're in real estate and they just want to get really good at mastering the marketing and they want the AI tools. Yeah. So that's what I absolutely love. Okay. Step 2. Here, just a minute. And by the way, every single one of my programs offers payment plans, by the way. And because you make 100% profit, one customer gets you in profit mode. If you invest in TikTok Shop or invest in that, how many customers do you need to be in profit mode, right? This was important to me. And trust me, I know I am not the mentor for everyone because there's people that want to DM people. There's people that want to sell low ticket. And I love that. We live in a digital world. I'm looking for people that are ready to leave a legacy. I'm looking for people that are ready to impact other people's lives, get rid of the generational struggle, and create generational wealth. I have my target audience, just like those people in TikTok Shop do, or people selling the envelope and all that. That's not for me because you will always struggle. You will always have to be building. I built an email list that's literally allowed me to leave a legacy for my family. So that's what I teach. I teach how to create legacy wealth, not just let's make some extra bucks over the holidays, right? It's legacy wealth is what I teach. Something so important to me. Okay, so ready? Automate your business. Okay. Okay, your biz. So it works 24/7. This is your freedom machine. This was something that was so important to me. I no longer wanted to trade time for dollars. So I give you a pre-built system out there working for you 24/7. Okay, that is something that is so important to me. So this is great for newbies. This is great for people that don't have any tech skills. This is great for people that want to build their brand and be able to attract customers without having to direct message people. So you guys, I will never send you a direct message, okay? So if you're getting a direct message from me on TikTok, I promise you it's an imposter. They either have official or Michelle or O'Neill spelled wrong. So just be safe. You can always go here and email me. My email is inside by my profile. Email me. I'm always here. Just email, then you know 1000% you're talking to me. Okay, step 3, attraction marketing. Okay. You got to know how to attract customers to you. I call it magnetic marketing. How can you be that magnet so people discover you and want to buy from you? Okay. And then step 4, conversions. Turn followers into buyers. Trust me, you guys, you do not want a bunch of followers just to have followers, just because you look good. You want to have buyers so you can change your life, right? Yes or yes. Okay. Right. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Right. So let me go. I'm checking over here. Does this make sense to you guys? Good. Love it. Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So this is so important, you guys. Literally, this is a 4-step to freedom strategy. So why did I give you guys all of this before I do the live strategy? Here's why. Because if you don't understand this or you don't understand this, how do you think you're going to be able to create a live? Okay. So here's how you create a live. When you're brand new and you go live, people need to know who you are. I will meet people all the time new online and they're like, oh, I've been following you. I know you're a mom of 6, a grandma to 5. I know you love the Dallas Cowboys. I know you go back and forth from Kansas to Texas all the time. How do they know that? Because I share that on my live. It's part of my journey. People buy from people. All of the people that I follow, I know their life. Hello, my friend. So think about it for you. Do people know you? Do they know you? That's what you need to in a live. They got to understand you, because when people know you, the connection is created. When the connection is created, the currency follows. So the first thing that you need to do when you go live is share your journey. Why are you here? Okay. And why are you excited to share with them? Now, here's the secret sauce. When I share my journey, which I did with you at the beginning of this, right? My part of the story, my journey I shared was focused on my perfect customer's problems. That's why it's so important knowing who your perfect customer is, because when I'm sharing my journey and I'm talking about the time problem, I'm talking about the money problem and the tech problem, they're going, that's me. Wow, she figured it out? That's me. Ooh, I want to know what she's going to say next. That's me. Wow, I didn't know that. That is where people fall short in their lives. They're just out there blabbering instead of having a strategy. Did that just make sense? Put a yes or no in the comments, and I'm going to get a drink of this. Does that make sense to you guys? Because I think that's one of the reasons why so many people have no success or don't grow their email list when they're going live. Yes, good. I mean, I could get on my live and I could talk about many different things, right? But my focus is okay, so every day when I go live, what outcome do I want to have out of this live? My outcome today is I want to help you guys see how simple it is to go live. But what did I do the first 30 minutes? I actually did the strategy. Did anybody just have an aha moment? I did the strategy with you my first 30 minutes of this live. I wanted to show it to you. Now I'm going to teach it to you. I got on here. What did I do? I shared my story, right? I broke down who I helped, what their problems were, and then I gave the 4-step freedom strategy, and I invited them to go check out my automated system. I did it with you for 30 minutes. You were engaging. I want that to you. It's so good. You were engaging with me. I got you to communicate. I found out how many of you already have an online business and how many don't. I literally did it with you. Now I'm teaching it to you. But that's all I did. But here's the key component. I ask questions. Going live, if you do it the right way, where you're not doing it just to talk and jibber jabber, where you're doing it to understand more who your audience is, guess what? You're going to know what kind of content you need to create. That's the biggest component, right? You want to go live so you know how you can solve more problems out there. And I did. I asked a lot of questions. And of course, you guys, when you first go live, nobody's going to listen to you because you haven't built that trust yet. Does that make sense? Yay, you're learning. Awesome. Okay, I always get nervous when I go live. Still need to go live. Okay, so the reason why you're getting nervous is because you're thinking about you. You won't get nervous if you think about them. That was my problem when I went live. I was so nervous because I was worried about me. I was worried about messing up. I was worried about how I looked. I was worried about how I sounded. I was worried about, oh my gosh, what if somebody asked me a question and I can't answer? I was so in my own head. So I shifted and I'm like, who cares? All I care about, remember I named her Emily. All I care about is Emily gets on my live today and she sees a different perspective. And she gets inside my automations and she learns and she purchases from me and she never has to take a calculator to the grocery store again. And 6 months later, she has quit her job. And 2 years later, she's making 6 figures in the digital space, all because I showed up for Emily today. Then I couldn't wait to go live. Do you see the difference? It's your identity, my friend. If you're terrified to go live, you're thinking about you. You're not thinking about them. Let me give you a really great example. Okay, so we all have that one person in our life that just gives us a lot of energy, right? Hey, my friend, right? Gives us a lot of energy. If you're freezing on the live, it's because you're thinking about you. You're not thinking about them. So for example, here's a great example. That one person that you really liked, what if they text you right now and they said, hey, let's go have coffee? Would you walk in the coffee shop and would you go up to him and be like, hold on, let me start over again? Or would you freeze? No, you'd be like, hi, oh my gosh, it's been so long, I haven't seen you. And you guys would just start talking. You would never worry about anything but just the conversation. Yes or yes. See the difference? You got to get out of your own way. You just truly have to get out of your own way. Like, can you imagine like somebody that you really love and you're excited, you walk in the coffee shop and you're like, hi, haven't seen you for a while. You would be like, are you okay? So why do that in your content? That is why knowing who your perfect customer is, your heart would smile if they bought from you and it changed their life. Then you show up with a different level of energy. The only reason why you're freezing is because you're worried about you. You're not worried about them. Just like when you go to a coffee shop, you're worried about finding your friend. You're worried about getting caught up. treat your lives like that. Just treat your lives like that. I see the younger version of myself. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Hey, thanks for following me, my friend. Just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you guys see a different perspective. I really do. I really do. Yeah. Okay, so you will get oh my gosh, I love that story. They said I get a lot of hate on my lives. Can I share something with you? This is when I learned how powerful the algorithms were. So I was probably not even going live for 30 days. And I had a gentleman get on and he was really mean. I'm talking mean. And I didn't know that you could block people. I didn't know. And I was just trying to ignore him, and I hadn't been even going live 30 days yet. I was getting nervous. And all of a sudden another one popped in. They looked the same because, you can see their photo. And I'm like, they look the same. And then a little bit later, another one popped in. And these three guys were just bullying me. And bless your guys' heart, somebody on my live's like, Michelle, block them. Just go to the three ... and block them. So I did. I blocked them. Within 5 minutes later, my live was back to normal and it was good. I was like so nervous. I'm like, thank you guys. Hold on. I got to grab my composure again. They loved my realness. They loved how authentic I was. But then I'm like, holy crap, you guys, did you just realize that? The algorithms kept on pushing guys like that in front of me because they were the ones that were engaging. And because I didn't block him, I didn't stop the algorithms from finding more like him. The moment I blocked those three and I started engaging with my audience again, and I was scared, but I was like, thank you guys so much I learned how to block today. Within 5 minutes, my live was back to normal. That was the day I was like, holy moly, these algorithms are really awesome. Like that was a powerful day. Then it gets even better. It was probably in March. And so I've been in like 6 months and this realtor comes on and I literally had this and he said, hey, I have a real estate business. Do you think this would help for my real estate business? I'm like, absolutely. And I shared with him how he could take the template and how he could use this for his real estate. And him and I were talking back and forth. It was like a 10 or 15 minute conversation. All of a sudden, all these realtors started popping on my live. And I'm like, how did you guys hear about me? Like, I'm curious, like you're in real estate. I'm in digital marketing. How did you hear about me? And they're like, I don't know. You just showed up on my For You page. That week, I had 8 realtors join my business, all because of that one live. That's how sensitive the algorithms are. I tested it again 2 weeks ago, by the way, because I look at every single week, I look at where my audience is. Okay. And my audience is super low in Canada, which is crazy because I have a huge team in Canada, right? A huge community in Canada. So 2 weeks ago, I started talking about Canada and my Canadian community and how they're making 6 and 7 figures in Canada. Now, guess what? Now, all of a sudden, I have more people from Canada. And now Canada is ranked number 4 in my countries. You can control the algorithms, but the only way you're going to control them is if you understand this. The only way. The only way. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Does that make sense to you guys? And you gals? And that was my 3, like, oh my goodness. So you guys, that's why it's so important when you're out there creating content, what you talk about is what you get more of. Why do you think South Africa is my number 1 country? Because I talk about my South Africa community all the time, right? Because I talk about how I'm a gal in Kansas and I talk about that. So if you guys want more of something, just go talk about that more. And that's the power of lives. You can pivot your algorithms when you go live. How cool is that? How cool is that? And I love that, right? And I love that. So if you want to go live and be successful at lives, you got to go out there. You have to know who you are, who you help, and what do you want to be known for? Then you will show up differently for your life. So let me simplify that for you. Who am I? I'm a mom. Who I help families. What did I want to be known for? Helping moms never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again. Okay, that's how I started. Okay, then What did I do next? Think about that. Where did I go next? I started building a community and I was like, oh my gosh, I can help families make six figures online. So who are you? I'm a six-figure earner, a mom that's a six-figure earner in the digital space. Who do you help? Other families that want to make six figures in the digital space. That's what I want to be known for. Now I want to be known for the millionaire maker. Because if I can make $1 million in the digital space, anybody can. I guarantee so many of you on here are more talented than me, a lot more smarter than me. I just was willing to master something new. Let me see. Okay, just a minute. We got thanks for following me, my friend. Let me do a little housekeeping here. Okay. Yeah, and I was just willing to master something new. Never, and you guys, that should be one of your goals for 2026. Learn a new skill so you can pay different bills. Learn a new skill so you can pay different bills. So I would love for you guys to participate. So let me know in the comments who you are, who you help, and what do you want to be known for. Now I want to be known for the millionaire maker. I want to be known for helping just everyday families just like me make $1 million online. Now, many of you might now be going, huh? That's not possible. Can I share with you how and why that's possible? I have a product that's $1,400. If you got so good with your marketing and got one customer a day, learned how to automate your business so your automations is sorting through and sorting and selling people so you don't have to do any of that. Okay, your automations will do all that for you. One customer a day is $1,400 a day. That's $511,000 a year. What if it took you 2 years to learn the skills to attract one customer a day to you? In 3 years, you're a self-made millionaire. Stop making it so hard. There's a lot of money to be made in the digital space. And why not you? You're just lacking in mentorship and strategy. That's it. Or you're trying to sell something very low. Hey, Jason, how are you, my friend? Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Love it. I love what I do. Like, you guys, I'll share this with you. If I could go back and change anything in my business, if I could go back to September of 2022, I would only change one thing. And that was, I would have launched a community quicker. I didn't launch a community until I was 2 months into the business. Okay. You know why I launched my community? Because I started getting customers and I was like, gosh, I hope nobody's slipping through the cracks. I just wanted to make sure like how they're doing. What are they doing? Right. So I created this community, complete ignorance on fire. I was maybe 5 seconds ahead of knowledge of understanding digital marketing to them. So I'm like, let's just learn and earn together. So I created this community, fell in love with the people inside my community. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fun. And so I made a commitment at the end of December of 2022 in 2023 to grow my community to 1,000 people. And that was a lofty goal for me. We ended up hitting that in May of 2022. And then a guy inside my community, Nicholas, he goes, Michelle, let's go for 10,000 people. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot, Nicholas. But I borrowed Nicholas's belief. I recreated my goals. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Nicholas, if we can actually grow to 10,000 members, you know how many people are going to make 5 figures, 6 figures, and even 7 figures in the digital space? So that was my goal. And because of that, we now have a community of 57,000+ people. I just looked, we're 14% growth ahead of last year at this time. I mean, last month at this time. Last year, we're smashing it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. We're helping everyday average families win. I've met the most amazing people and I absolutely love it. Gosh, I absolutely love it. I know, it is so amazing. It is so amazing. And I'll tell you guys, this is freedom, right? Let me show you this. Hold on. I think I can hide this. Okay, just a second. Let me show my face. So I just want to share this with you. This has been my day so far. I've had a $2,900 day already. That's just in one of my accounts. And it's only 11 o'clock. It's because of this. It's because of this. It's not me. I'm hanging out with you guys. But now you see why I'm so passionate, right? Oh, let me see something. Now you see, just a minute. Holy moly, we have I got to do some housekeeping. When you guys hear me say housekeeping, that means I block someone. Think about that when you're going live, right? Anyway, see now when you see somebody doing that, you guys, that's probably a bot. They literally just said the same thing over and over again. And so I don't block people because they bother me. I block people because I'm training the algorithms not to put my content over there. Because if that's a bot, my content is just going to be pushed to more like them. So just make sure you're doing that. Okay. Hey, Dawn. Thank you, my friend. And so, yeah, I do that. Okay. Anybody want to share who you are, who you help, what you stand for? This is, you did housekeeping. Thank you. This is important to understand. So important to understand because then it's going live is easy. So let me give you a little bit of a framework. Okay. Okay. By the way, this right here is what makes you relatable to people. Your story. Your story is what will make you be relatable to people. Okay. So that's the very first thing you want to do is your story, but then you want to create, okay, your story, but create engagement. Okay. Create engagement. So how do you do this? Ask where they're from. Ask 1, 2. Okay. So ask where you're from. Now you guys got to remember something. When you first start doing this, it's going to be crickets because you haven't earned it. They don't know you yet, but consistency will change that. And sharing your story will change that. And I want to help you share your story where I call it trim the fat. Hey guys, thanks for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. And so ask where you're from. Hey, thanks for joining me today. When you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. I love this part. I'm hanging out with you in Kansas. So if you want to get more people in your country, say it over and over again. Have you guys ever heard of Kansas before in North America? I'm hanging out with you guys in Kansas today. If you say where you're from over and over again, the algorithms will try to find more people like that. And then they'll start it, hey, Oklahoma in the house. You're my neighbor. Canada in the house. I love it. South Africa in the house. But so you create that. At first, nobody's going to say anything, but here's the secret sauce. The moment somebody does on your live, recognize them. Debbie from Florida's in the house. Oh, Latha, Kansas. I have another Kansan in the house. Hey, Puerto Rico. I just was in Puerto Rico in May. No. Yeah, was it May? March or May? Oh my gosh. I went to Durango Beach. Oh, beautiful there. Okay. It is gorgeous there. Do you see how I start conversations? You guys just follow what I'm doing. Okay. I asked, you guys answered, and now I'm engaging. So the more you can get people to feel seen, the more they're going to hang out on your live. So I'm engaging with them, right? So what was the ask 1 or 2? So put a 1 in the comments. If you already have an online business, you're just wanting to become a profitable creator. Put a 2 in the comments if you don't have an online business yet, but you really want to learn how. 1 or 2. Beautiful beaches. Yes. UK in the house. I love it. So that's the 1 or 2 question. So another 1 or 2 question I will ask is put a 1 in the comments, or I'll put a yes in the comments if you would love to make 6 figures in 2026. Actually, I would love to know that. Put a yes in the comments if you would love to make 6 figures in 2026 by following a proven process where you can get your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. Put a yes in the comments. Do you see how I create engagement? Okay. Your story will get them to want to listen. And then this will create engagement to get the algorithms to push your content out to more people. Can each and every one of you do that? Yes or yes? See how we make this so hard. By the way, if you are truly serious about making 6 figures, go right here. Because I will tell you this. Okay. And get the freedom from a blueprint. And I'm going to be creating a 6 figures in a six figures in 2026 blueprint that you'll be getting access to as well. Here's what happens to people and why you never make money online. Because you get excited and then you overthink it and you don't take action. Nothing changes if you don't take action. Remember what I shared with you guys? The moment I seen that post on Facebook, said no MLM, no monthly expenses, learn how to make 300 a day. I did the math. I'm like, 300 a day is 109,000 a year. I want to learn that. The 2-hour workday, fully automated, no bothering friends and family, rejection free. I was in. I wasn't thinking about what would happen if I didn't succeed. I thought about what would happen if I would. What would happen today if you got access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint and it made you six figures in 2026? Isn't it worth checking out? Because here's the thing, I'm not going to bother you. So if you check it out and you're not interested, that's okay. Just unsubscribe from my email list. You'll never hear from me again. But if you are interested and you still have questions, email me. I would love to answer questions and help you take action. First of all, taking action this month is a write-off for 2025. So your phone now, instead of it being an expense, it's a write-off. Okay? And get your business set up. Okay, I got to do the puzzle piece real quick. Get your business set up for success for 2026. You don't want to wait for 2026. Get momentum this month so you just slay it in 2026. Now, did you see what I did? Again, I'm teaching you a live strategy, but I'm doing it with you as well. So what did I did? I shared the story. I did ask where they're from. I did it 1 or 2. And then I asked if they want to make 6 figures. And then I said to go here. Have you noticed nobody has asked me if I'm making money? So if you guys are getting that, because they're sensing your weakness. Okay? They're sensing that. I am showing up with huge certainty, and I'm bold. I have a bold delivery. I'm showing them this because here's the thing. If you guys are in my community and you're not making 6 figures yet, who is? Me. Who does the training? Me. You are just giving them the blueprint that they can follow and still be part of the live interactive training. The pressure is not on you. That's what I love about our program. You can still be learning and earning. They just plug in to what we have. Does that make sense? Debbie feels better now. Woohoo! I reached my goal for the day, Debbie. Thank you for sharing that, because that's what it's about. You guys got to take that pressure off of you. Now, let me share this with you. If somebody asks if you're making money, this is exactly what I would say. I really understand that question. Try to empathize with them, but say this. I really understand that question, but let me ask you this question. Why does it matter what I'm making? Because I'm not paying your bills. So let me help you today. You tell me how much you need to make, and I'm going to grab my board and I'm going to write down how many customers you need on a monthly basis to achieve that goal. Sound fair? So let me know in the comments how much you need to make it worth your time. And I'm going to share with you how many customers, and I'm going to show you in a attraction marketing strategy to attract customers to you. See the difference? Have that posture, because that's the truth. It don't matter what you made. I tell people all the time, okay, so somebody said 20K. Okay, watch this. So to make it worth their time, they need to make 20K. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you've never made 20K in a month before, the first thing you're going to have to do is create a different identity. That's why inside my program, I have mindset training to equip you for success, because I can give you the best strategies. I can give you the best proven program, but you can only control what's in here. So the moment you shift the identity that I got this, then that's when everything changes. So make sure that when you get inside my community, you plug into the mindset training. Okay. So 20,000. 15 customers. And that equals 15 times It's going to actually give you $21,000. Okay. $21,000. So you ready to figure out exactly how to get the 50? How many of you are like, what? I only need 15 customers. How many of you are like fired up right now? Like you could go do cartwheels in your front yard right now. Right? Somebody said 5,000. Okay, let's just do 5K. Let's just do a few here. Okay. Divided by, so we need 4 customers. And you're going to do 4 times 14 equals 5,600. That's it. But how do you attract those to you, right? Yeah, how do you attract those to you? So watch this. Okay, so let's just do up here. Okay. So remember I shared with you, you have that automated system, right? I'm going to give you the strategy to do that. How many of you are actually willing to implement this strategy today? Put a yes or no in the comments. Be honest. You're the only one that can control your destiny. I can just give you the vehicle to get there, but you got to be in the driver's seat. But I can give you a good vehicle that's dependable, but you got to drive to completion. You got to drive to success. Okay. So, okay. Now, you're new. You're still insecure. Okay. So let's just do easy, complicated math. No, easy math. Sorry. Okay. So 100 people. You need 100 people to put their email in for you to get a customer. On average, inside my community, it's 20, but let's just do 100 for easy math. You need 4. So 4 times 100 would mean you need 400 emails. Okay, to equal 4 customers. That would mean you need 400 people to put their email in and go through your automated system. There's 5 billion on social media. I average about 1 out of 24. And if I add another platform, it's about 1 out of 50 because I'm getting new exposure, but I'm making more money. So this way it takes that guesswork out. That's why I have you track your numbers. I really teach my community to be a data-driven CEO. A data-driven CEO. Hello, my friend. How are you? Well, 10K would be double that. Obviously, you know, if you want to make 10K, that would be double that. That'd be 8 customers. Would be 11,200. Yeah. So that's all you focus on. How funny. So did you guys see that Brett is on here and he's a realtor? So Brett, I have a question. Have you ever, this is going to prove my theory. Have you ever heard of me before? I'm curious. Put a yes or no in the comments, Brett, on TikTok, if you've ever heard of me before, or did you just discover me today? Yes. Awesome. How long have you been following me? I'm curious. Hey, thanks for following me, my friend. I know. Yeah. Oh, awesome. So how did you hear about the program? I love it. I love helping realtors. And Brett, if you're doing real estate, have you taken this and used it for your real estate? Because if you haven't, I would love to show you a strategy of how I've helped so many realtors do this. Oh, Josh. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Because it's huge for realtors, like to take this. And then what you do with your email list. Gosh, matter of fact, I just need to do a live and teach you guys that. I've had realtors do it. I've had massage therapists do it. How about, thank you, Brett. That's so sweet. How about I come back tomorrow and teach you guys how to take this automated system and use for just your a business. I'll teach you guys that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Freedom Friday, right? No, tomorrow's Thursday. Never mind. Yeah. I found you on YouTube. Awesome. Yeah, YouTube is most of my $1,400 customers from YouTube. Most of my 900 come from TikTok. Yeah, but YouTube, because you guys, people go to YouTube as a how-to. Okay, a how-to. But the more exposure you get, okay, the more emails you'll get. That's it. So that's all you focus on. Now, how do you get so good that you're going to attract 15 people to you or 14 people to you? How? Okay. your story and create the engagement. And then what did I share on here? Who you help. To get 15 customers, they need to know that you have a solution for their problem. Okay, they need to know that you have a solution for their problem. So if you guys could think of your customers right now, what solution do you provide? I know what I provide for my customers. I provide time, freedom. I get rid of their time problem. I solve that with the 2-hour workday. Money problem. I show them 72 customers is $100K a year. Who cares if it took you 2 years? That's still $50,400 a year by working 2 hours a day. Pretty nice trade for your time, right? No tech problem. I give them an automated system. So these are the 3 main core problems I solve. And I could add another one, mentorship. Okay. Because we do live mentoring. It's live mentoring, right? Right. So people, I do not sell a course where I'm like, good luck. I have an interactive program with a very interactive community. That's important to me because you become who you hang with, by the way. Okay. You become who you hang with. Here's what I mean. Like if my granddaughter comes to me right now and says, Grandma, I want to play basketball. I'm not going to put her in ballet because then she'll learn ballet. If she wants to play basketball, what am I going to do? I'm going to find a coach. I'm going to get her on a team. I'm going to go buy her basketball and we're going to practice basketball. Do you think if she got a coach, she was on a basketball team and she bought a basketball, she would learn basketball? Yes or yes? You're the same, my friend. It's really hard in your space to change by yourself. But if you have mentorship and accountability and a community to guide you, it's easier to do that. Okay? Very interactive. Yes. Love it. Hey guys, thanks for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. My biggest concern is making sure that the right people in my target audience. Okay. Stop worrying about that. Again, you're thinking about you. They said that their biggest concern is making sure the right people find me. Just talk to them. That's what you talk about on your lives, right? Again, who you help. That's why it's so important because when you are sharing your story, right? Your story is going to relate to who you help. Just get really good with your story because your story is going to relate with who you help and then create engagement. You want to do about here CTA every 10 to 15 minutes. And there's many different CTAs that you can do, okay? My favorite CTA is, I'm sharing with you my Freedom Formula Blueprint, this automated system. But I want you to see what it looks like in person. So all you need to do is go right here and check it out. I want you to go through it, not only to learn, but I want you to go through it and imagine you having a system like that out there working for you. Okay. So screenshot this and check it out. You guys say that during your live. Screenshot this and check it out. You know how many people have bought from me that said, oh my gosh, I was on your live 3 months ago and I screenshotted it and I found it. And I went to your automated system and I got in your automated system. That's how I bought from you. So always say that. Screenshot this. Okay, because they will do it. You know how many times I've gone live and I've flipped the page and you guys are like, wait, I didn't have time to screenshot it, go back. So that's what I kind of programmed, right? Yeah, I'm also going live on YouTube. So yeah, if you guys want to go back and watch the beginning of this, you can bounce to my YouTube. The replay usually takes about 24 hours to be ready. Hello, Michael Wright on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me. So that's one of the CTAs I do. Another CTA I do is you need to let people know when you're going live. Like maybe you just go live every Monday. So you guys, I go live every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you follow me here so you never miss one of the notifications when I go live. That is another good CTA, right? Guys, and let me tell you this. I like going live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If I can't go live at that time, because things happen, I will just create a story and I'll let you know in my story. So that's why it's really good to follow me. But here's why it's so important to try to go live at least one day a week at the exact same time. People like predictability. So for example, I love football. Okay. See, somebody's asking to screenshot it. Right. So I love, there you go, like guys screenshot. I love football. But guess what? If I didn't know football was on Thursday nights, if I didn't know football was on Sundays and Mondays, I wouldn't watch football. But because I know when football's on, I organize my life around it. People will do that for your live. So I actually have my lives and my automations, and I have my lives, and then I'll create a video once a week about my lives. Okay, so you guys need to be doing that. So I've given you guys 3 CTAs. Did you see how easy they were without sounding pushy or salesy? Good evening, my friend. Do you guys see that? So when you first start going live, they don't need to be very long. Like when I first started going live, it was like 5 or 10 minutes. I just was trying to get 1% better every day and try to get over my fear, get out of my own way. I was in my own way, right? So I get you if you're in your own way. Work up to 30 minutes. And once you get so much engagement, you can work up to longer. Yes, I teach this in the program. Absolutely. Very in-depth. Matter of fact, I'm super excited because on Monday in my Legacy Builders program, I'm teaching you this, how to share your story. I'm literally breaking it down. So what happens on Mondays? I want to give you guys an idea of what I do in my training. It's a little unique and I love it that way. And if you guys are in my Legacy Builders program and you're part of the breakout rooms, can you share in the comments what you think of the breakout rooms? So what I do is I will train you maybe 20, 30 minutes. Then I give you an action step. And then I put you in what's called a breakout room with like 6 or 7 other entrepreneurs just like you. And you guys strategize and you implement together. There's so many breakouts or breakthroughs that happen in the breakout rooms. Yeah, look at that. I love the breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are fire. It's like a mini mastermind session. Yes. And so that's what I do. And so you guys really, like, you get to engage with other people, other like-minded people. And that's something that's important to me. Now, tomorrow inside my community, I have the co-founder of Repurpose.io coming on and helping you how to really master your time. And so he's sharing a really cool strategy with you. So we always have interactive calls to really help you. Yeah. Yeah, breakout equals breakthrough. Yes, absolutely. And thanks for following me. Woof Walk 668. What does that stand for? I would love to know. Thanks for following me, my friend. Great day on the press to finally get the automated system. Yay! Put together. Awesome. Oh, you like the Seahawks? I've never been a fan of the Seahawks because back in the Romo days, y'all always kept us from going to the playoffs. Oh my goodness. You did. Oh my goodness. I remember that when you literally stopped Romo on like the 1-yard line and he just sat there because that took us out of the playoffs, like so many of those games. Hey, thank you for following me. You guys are a great group today. I love it. So yeah, going live, I just would start small. Just remember something, you guys, you can't eat an apple in one bite. Just take bite-sized pieces. But the more you show up, the more people are going to believe in you. But I like to go live like an hour, 5 days a week is it? So 5 hours. But it builds my email list, it builds my following, and it builds my understanding of how I can help and serve you more. Breakout rooms are fantastic. You learn from everyone. Yes. And that's something that was so important to me. TikTok won't let me go live until I have 50 followers. Can you use this same strategy for a short video? Okay, here's what I would do. I love that, by the way. Can I help you get that today? Can I help you get your 50 followers today? Okay. Video number 1. Okay. Video number 1, go make a video right now, your story, your why, and pin it. Pin post. This is going to be pin post number 1. Okay. And this is what I want you to do in that video. Hey, okay. Well, it depends on who your perfect customer is. So if you're a mom listening to me right now, I just want to share this with you. I'm brand new to TikTok, or I'm brand new to launching my business. And here's why I decided to launch a business. I was sick and tired of having to look at my bank account to do anything. I was sick and tired of trading time for dollars. And I discovered this digital marketing strategy. And I'm excited to take you on my journey, take you on my journey with me. So what I want you to do is I want you to follow me. And I want to show you exactly, I'm going to share with you the tips and the secrets of what I'm learning, but I'm learning how to make 100% profit off of products I didn't create. I'm learning and just share what your customers would absolutely want, right? Share from your heart, share your story, right? And then pin that, okay? And then the next video number 2, but did you hear what I said? Follow me to follow along with my journey. That's what that video is about. Follow me to follow along with my journey. Okay. Okay. And then pin it. Why you are here. This is another way to share your story. Back in September of 2022, I was brand new to TikTok. And let me share with you in this video why I chose TikTok. Share with them why you chose TikTok. And by the way, in the comments, if you have any tips for me about TikTok, please let me know in the comments and follow me. I would love for you to be part of my journey, and I continue want to learn from you. That would be video number 2. Okay. That's it. Video number 3. Okay. Pin post. Value. What is one thing that you've learned that you could teach them? So what my value video was, I'm like, I'm a mom of 6 kids. I'm a grandma to 5, and time with my family is the most important thing to me. And you realize, since I've done digital marketing, here's exactly what I discovered: how to automate my business. Now, I don't know tech. I don't want to learn tech, but I learned how to get a pre-built automated business so I can go spend more time with my family and have my automated business working for me. And if somebody buys from me, I make 100% profit. I just get the notification on my phone. So if you are wanting to have an online business where you're not trading time for dollars, and if you want free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint that breaks down the automated system with you, just put blueprint in the comments. I would love to share it with you. And by the way, follow me, because I'm going to be breaking down over the next few weeks why automations and why this is a perfect fit for moms. 2 CTAs in that one. These are your pin posts, should be there, right there. If you do it that way and you get people to follow you, follow along with my journey. And then what did I do in this video? I asked if they could give me feedback, if they had any tips for me. They will give you tips. Then what you do is you reply back. Here's the secret sauce on this one. When somebody gives you a tip, okay, you can reply back with a video if you want, which I would recommend, but go look at their profile. They might be your potential perfect customer, right? Then follow them and then reply back and let them know that you followed them. Does that make sense? Well, I flow with words because I've been doing this for 3 years. You guys, go look at my old content on TikTok. I look like a deer in headlights. I wasn't always like this. But these should be your pin posts. This is what's going to really build your brand. What? Your brother played in Dallas? Wow, that is awesome. But this is it. This should be it. And then keep those out your pin posts. And if anybody replies, like, make sure you acknowledge those replies. That's it. You want a screenshot? That's it. You will get 50. Here's the thing, though. Don't start your video like this. Hey, guys, I want to share something with you. Like, I am so excited to be here. I'm scared, but I'm excited. Like, just have a level of energy that will stop the scroll. This one too, why are you here? You can start with the question. I need your help. I'm here on, start that. I need your help. What do you think people are going to do? We have an instinct to stop. I need your help. I'm brand new to TikTok. I'm brand new to launching a business. And here's why I launched a business. Can you please in the comments give me any feedback? What is one tip that you could give me? And follow me. I would love for you to be part of my journey. Thanks for being here. That's it. Like, that's it. Yes, I do, Carrie. She asked, do you think these are videos to do quite often? Yes. And every once in a while, pin them up there. Like, I change my pin post videos all the time, literally all the time. Yep, I do. And so you guys, here's something that you want to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to how many profile views you get. Because if your content is landing, you're going to get profile views. So how you check that, okay? How you check that is when you're in, okay, hold on, I'm going here. So when you're in TikTok, okay, when you're in TikTok, click on that stack and you're just going to go to TikTok Studio. Is that right? Yeah, go to TikTok Studio and you're going to see, and then click on Analytics, and it's going to, oh, well, and then it's going to tell you how many profile views. I have mine set for weekly. You want this number, like mine went up 18.6% over the last 7 days. You want that number to go up. If people aren't viewing your profile, your content isn't landing with that audience. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you have ever discovered somebody on social media and the video was good? It either entertained you, it educated you, or you liked their story, and do you went to their profile? How many of you have done that? Put me in the comments if you've done that. How many of you? Put me in the comments if you've done that. Me, see? So people are just like you. So if you're creating content every day and that number isn't going up every week, your message isn't landing. That's why you got to master that message. Okay? You got to master that message. That's it. But this is what I would do. Your story and your why, and then why are you here? Why are you here on that platform, and ask for advice. Oh, people love that. And then just give value. Like my value was like, oh my gosh, like you guys, I never thought I would have an automated system. This automated system is allowing me to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day because I have an automated system. In this video, I'm going to share it with you. And then at the end, I'm like, if you want free access to the Freedom Farmer Blueprint, put yes in the comments. And by the way, follow me, because these next few weeks, I'm going to break down the automated system in more details. People will do what you tell them to do. That will get you 50 like this, even if you have no following. Another one I would do to get momentum is, okay, remember what we talked about a minute ago, right? Is who do you help? Like, what problems do you solve? Like for my customers, I solve time problem. I can show them a 2-hour workday. Money problem, 72 customers equals 100,000. And no tech problems, I give them a done for them system, and I give mentorship with live mentoring, right? So I know their problem. So create a 7-second video, faceless video with a trending song, but the words on the screen have to connect with your perfect customer. Don't do vanilla marketing where you just put anything on the screen. Like it has to be this. So for example, I could do one right now and I would be like, would you like to follow a 2-hour workday and learn how 72 customers turns into 108,000 in 2026 without having to direct message people and with having a fully automated business that has no monthly expenses? If the answer is yes, if the answer is me, put yes in the comments, like something like that. That's going to stop the scroll. But here's what most likely they're going to do when they see a 7-second video like that. They're going to go to your profile. Then they go to your profile, they see your why, they see why you're here, and then they give value. They're like, I love them. They either follow you or want to get in your automated system. It's always that strategic plan. Yeah, that's it. Does that make sense? And thanks for following me, my friend. Just call me your hope dealer. I hope today you see a different perspective. You guys realize the only way you make money, if you're using social media, the only way you make money is get attention. Get people to recognize you. That's the only way you're going to make money. And social media is a great place to do it because people are hanging out on their phone. You're just going to where people are. It's brilliant, but you can't just be posting and praying. You got to be posting to create that impact, to create that connection so you can become a profitable creator. The moment you master that, and as long as you're selling something that's in high demand, you will change your life. Now, I love it for my community because when I did network marketing, if they wanted to make 6 figures, they would have had to get 8,333 customers at $12. I love the fact that I can teach them how to get 72 customers and make 6 figures. Do you think it's easier to get 72 customers or 8,333? Let me know in the comments. See, this is why a lot of people don't make money. They're working really, really hard. I'm telling you what, I don't want to, my time does not want to be traded for a $12 sale. I want my time to be traded for a $1,400 or a $900. Yes or yes. It's just a strategy. It's just learning it. That's all you got to do, my friend. Yeah, got to. I do got to balance because I have another call coming up here in an hour and 20 minutes, and I got to rest my voice a little bit. Good. I'm glad it makes sense. So we'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, screenshot this. Yes, work harder, not smarter. Screenshot this. Again, if you guys want to get free access to my Freedom Formula Blueprint, just go right here, or the link is in my bio. Click on that. Go there, put your email in. It's immediately going to take you to this video. You're also going to get this video in your email. Between these 2 videos, you guys, it's going to give you a crystal clear understanding. If you still have questions after you look at those 2 videos, please email me. I would absolutely love to answer questions. If you're ready to take action and if you're ready to learn the skills and strategies to change your family's life in 2026, there's a click on both of them, go there and get started. I actually have 5 different programs to pick from. Get the one that's best for your goals, your dreams, and your budget. Yes, I offer payment plans. So I would take advantage of that so you can get your business in profit mode and before you even have a payment due. Okay. Remember, nothing changes, nothing changes. So take action. And I'll be back tomorrow on YouTube and TikTok at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully I brought you guys value today. You see a little bit different perspective. Okay. Did you see how many times I did this for those of you guys with this live framework? Okay. Because what did I do after that? Remember, I told you I'm going to do it with you. I'm not going to just teach it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Because what did I do? Oops. Value. So I did my story, but my story was solving my perfect customers' problems. I created engagement. I asked where they're from, and I asked 1 or 2, right? And I asked a yes question. Had 3 questions, which activates the algorithms to go find more people that are engaging. I did a CTA about every 10 to 15 minutes. Obviously, I did more here because I was teaching you this as well. And I delivered value. How many of you walked away with value today? Put a yes or no in the comments. And you can be honest. If I didn't give you any value, that's okay. You can say it. But let me know in the comments, yes or no. How many of you walked away with value today? How many of you want to get on one of my lives again? See the difference? That's all you got to do. So what type of value do you teach? Okay. Screenshot this, by the way. Good. Love it. Well, okay. If you're new to business, you could teach the time problem. Explaining this. You could teach the money problem this, like this. Here's something I do if you're inside my community. Success Leaves Clues, by the way. Inside my community, I have a 30-day momentum map. You guys realize you could watch one of those daily videos for the 30-day momentum map, take notes, and go teach it on a live for 30 days. Just teach one of those strategies every day. Watch it. I literally implement it for you. I teach it to you. Then you go teach it on live. That could be your value that you do every day. Or we have a 90-day confidence to cash sprint. Go find some that you like. And then just teach them. Isn't that cool? Like literally, that's why I add the transcripts for you. You can literally put this transcript into ChatGPT, say, hey, I want to go live for 15 minutes and I want to teach this. Can you break this down for me of how I should teach it? And just go teach it. Just go teach it. Yeah, makes sense, right? That's what you have the ability to do. I'm here to teach you to leave a legacy. And to leave a legacy, you have to lead. And that's what I teach you. I think the 30-day momentum map would be phenomenal, right? Just go inside my community and just start with day 1 and go teach that today, right? Just go watch it, take notes, go talk to ChatGPT, get a framework, and then just go teach it. Yeah, there you go. That's why being part of a community is so important and why it matters. Yeah, you like that, Michael? Love it. Yeah, there you go. Just go teach it. Go watch day 1 right now, take notes. And if it's not comfortable to you, then go to day 2. Only teach something that like light bulb moment. This is so good. And you share that. You guys, this is the power. Again, screenshot this so you guys have this, okay? Screenshot. This is the power of community because you literally can be like, okay, the value I'm going to give you guys today is going to rock your world because it just rocked my world. See, inside my community, my mentor gives us a daily video with an action step. And today was like a light bulb moment for me. So you guys ready for me to teach it to you today? Let me know in the comments, yes or yes, if you're ready for me to teach that to you today. You're teaching them the power of community. Does that make sense? Just go teach it because you're going to be excited because like a light bulb moment, this made sense. Let them know. Let them know where you're getting the information. Like you guys, I get all this from my community. There's nothing I'm doing that you guys couldn't do. That's all you got to do. Why do you think I give you guys daily videos, daily nuggets? Because you guys can go train on it, teach it. So this is why it's called learning and earning. I don't want you out there in the digital world lost or trying to figure out what to talk about or what to say. I give you the strategies. Just go apply them. Yeah, that's it. And again, if you watch one of the daily videos and it doesn't really make sense to you, then don't train something that doesn't make sense to you. Go to the ones that you're like, oh, that's good. I'm going to teach on that. Okay? So you guys have been awesome. I've enjoyed hanging out with you. I do got to go because I got my call coming up here in a little bit that I got to finish my slides for. So thank you guys so much. TikTok, you've been awesome. YouTube the replay is available on YouTube. So TikTok, you can always go to YouTube and watch the replay. And YouTube, if you're watching the replay, just put replay in the comments. I would love that. And I will be back tomorrow. But you're allowing yourself to get overwhelmed. So what's going on is if you're getting overwhelmed, it's because you're just going through the training and you're not implementing. That's a problem. You have to implement. And then when you implement, you'll see where your gaps are. And that's the training that you do. That's it. Don't make it so hard. I'm telling you guys, don't make it so hard. Okay. So TikTok, I will see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow. You guys have been a phenomenal group today, by the way. See you guys tomorrow.